Good morning or good afternoon to all. I'm Olivier Baumgartner from TotalEnergies Lubrifiants. Very pleased to be here with you today to introduce our TotalEnergies Lubrifiants webinars series that are mostly focused on sustainability. Please follow them very carefully. There'll be a lot of interesting information. Thank you and see you soon.
So, welcome Yanis Frikha. Can you introduce yourself to the audience, please?
So hello, I'm Yanis Frikha. I'm Global Key Account Manager for TotalEnergies Lubrifiants. I'm in this position since 2019, starting within TotalEnergies in 2014. Mainly some technical positions, and since 2019 in that commercial position. In my position, I'm working on the global strategy for the EV fleets, but also the commercial development and deployment of our technologies, our EV fleet products, for the different customers that we might have. The idea of creating EV fleet technology is first of all to answer to a specific need that is now requested by the industry, but also is in line with our ambition of decarbonation of the industry.
So thank you. You were just mentioning now the ambition of decarbonation. It is in link in that case also with the government's needs and rules. And for you, how impactful the governments are they to push you in this transition?
Yeah, the governments are very important because they have set some ambitions in terms of CO2 reductions, especially with the different COP that have occurred in the past, where all the countries have aligned on specific temperature targets, and therefore each government has set its own laws in order to being able to reduce carbon emissions. Of course, they have also understood that one of the major industry responsible for CO2 emissions is transportations, and therefore they have also adapted some laws through the decarbonation of the transportation industry. One of the main, most famous law that have been promoted recently is the one from the European Union, where they have banned any sale of combustion engine vehicle starting in 2035.
Well received, Yanis. But are they the only stakeholder involved?
No, in fact, there are two other stakeholders. First one are the original equipment manufacturers, OEMs or car makers. And those OEMs, they will have to adapt their strategy based on the different laws that will be put in place by the governments. So the car makers will have to also maybe adapt their business cases in order to deploy as quick as possible and by respecting also the timeline of the different laws. The second stakeholder is the end customer, and the end customer will be the most important one because first of all, the decision maker will be from the end customer side and not from the car maker or the government side. And today, the end customer has two main needs. The first one is to keep the same driving journey, whether it's from combustion engine side or electric vehicle side. And this customer journey is linked to two aspects. The first one is time management. So being able to drive a combustion car or an electric vehicle with the same time management, and also, of course, having a competitive price or a price similar to what will be for a combustion engine.
So it is indeed an important shift, Yanis. But in that case, what makes TotalEnergies Lubrifiants as a leader in the EV fluids area?
In fact, in 2018, we have been pioneering by releasing the first EV fluid range dedicated to electric and hybrid vehicles. And we have been awarded by the industry regarding that release. But after that, we were just seeing the market evolving rapidly. And in order to keep that level ahead from the competition and from also the industry, we were thinking what can be the next step, what we can do in order to follow this evolution of the market, to keep a pioneering aspect. And this is why we have decided to develop this EV specification. This EV specification is a specification dedicated to electric vehicles and especially the fluids that will be used for these electric vehicles.
So, okay. And what is your intent by creating such specification?
In fact, this does not exist for the moment. Unlike engine oils, we don't have specifications for electric vehicles. And we have considered that in order to, again, develop this market, bring innovation and improvement to this industry, we should work on such specification. And we wanted also to leverage on the 6 years of experience that we have since the first release of our EV fluid ranges, and also the remarkable work from our R&D colleagues during those past years. And this is why this specification has been designed with two ambitions, two targets. The first one is to accompany our customers through that transition to electrification and to the understanding of the EV fluid needs for their vehicles. And the second one is also for our own understanding of EV fluids and properties or future properties.
Is it the only type of innovation that you develop?
No, this is not the only one. This innovation was a collaborative innovation. The idea was really to help the industry to improve. On our side, we are not adopting a singular approach. The other approach that we have is on the product itself, of course, because we need to develop new technologies. We need to develop innovative solutions that can completely change the industry of the EV fluids. And this is why we have developed also immersion cooling fluids.
Okay. Immersion cooling, it's a new concept that we are discovering here. Could you explain what is behind that?
Yeah, of course. Just before speaking about the what, I will try to just go on the why. And the why is linked to the customer itself as usual, and especially the customer needs. What the customer is requiring today for an electric vehicle: reduce charging time, increase autonomy, and safety. Immersion cooling is a concept that is linked to the thermal management of the battery. Okay. And today, the thermal management systems of the battery are mainly using water glycol fluids, which means indirect cooling system. Those systems have drawbacks. First of all, inefficient thermal management or less efficient thermal management. This has a consequence because having less thermal management efficiency will not enable to have the most benefits of fast charging. The second drawback is linked to the system itself, which is quite heavy and also quite expensive. The aim of immersion cooling is to be able to reduce charging time, which means having a better thermal management effect, but also reduce the weight, reduce the volume, and reduce the cost of the system itself. We wanted to demonstrate those benefits very concretely. This is why we have developed a project, a common project with Ampere,
Okay.
Which is the electric business unit of Renault. And the project was to retrofit a vehicle, the Megane E-Tech, from a conventional cooling system with water glycol to an immersion cooling system. And thanks to this project, we have been able to demonstrate the advantages that we wanted to reach. The first one is reduce the charging time. We were able to charge from 0 to 80% in 30 minutes, which is twice less compared to the original system. The second is linked to the efficiency of the thermal management for the system itself. It has been improved by 8 times compared to the original system. We have been also able to improve the safety aspect by avoiding thermal runaway. And last but not least, we have been able to reduce by 10% the volume of the system itself. Those results are only linked to also one specific fluid that we have developed in our quartz EV fluid range, an immersion cooling fluid called the Cell Shield. This is our premium fluid. And this one is integrated, as I told you, in this quartz EV fluid range.
So sounds like indeed immersion cooling are bringing very nice benefits, Yanis. And as you mentioned, and now speaking about your range, the quartz EV fluid range, do you have already some fluids available on the market?
Yes, indeed. We have now 3 products that are available for after-sales purpose. Quartz EV Drive R3.1, Quartz EV DHT F2, and Quartz EV Drive MP 3.1.
So, all right, 3 products. What makes the difference between these 3 fluids?
The idea is to be complementary. The idea is to reach the different needs, whether from electric vehicles or hybrid vehicles on the powertrain itself. If I'm speaking about the Quartz EV Drive R3.1, this product is used for any powertrain that is requiring only lubrication and not cooling, direct cooling of the e-motor. This product has been initially developed for the Renault Zoe vehicle. However, recently we have also received an approval from Valeo for some specific electric applications. Then we have the Quartz EV DHT F2. This technology has been designed for one of our Chinese partners, the Great Wall Motor, and especially their dedicated hybrid powertrain.
Right.
And this powertrain, we find it mainly in hybrid vehicles. And the last product is the Quartz EV Drive MP 3.1. This one, on the contrary of the Quartz EV Drive R3.1, is enabling a usage for electric powertrains where oil cooling of the e-motor is requested. And in fact, this technology is clearly the technology that will develop the mostly in the future for full electric vehicles. So those products are available for any need of maintenance of oil drain.
All right, and clear. So thank you for this clear presentation of these 3 new products, Yanis. Now, time to conclude. All the EV fluids are contributing to the strategy of TotalEnergies Lubrifiants.
Yeah, TotalEnergies Lubrifiants has 3 main pillars: customer, value creation, and climate. And the strategy that we have behind the EV fluid ranges are answering to those 3 different pillars. On the customer side, we are here to accompany our customers, our OEMs, to the transition from conventional vehicles to electric vehicles. And we are really focused to design tailor-made solutions for our customers. On the value creation side, as those fluids are new technologies, very innovative, they are interestingly with a big value. And therefore, we are really creating a new value with that. And the last point is regarding climate. I was speaking about our customers. Our customers have also targets to reduce CO2 emissions. And we are designing also some fluids with specific technologies that are enabling the reduction of CO2 emissions through the lubricants as well. And in fact, what my colleague Jean-Paul has presented to you earlier with RBOs is one concrete example.
So in that case, thank you very much, Yanis, for this very interesting presentation of EV fluids and the benefits of the TotalEnergies lubrifiant products. Thank you very much for having joining us today, and talk to you soon for a new webinar. Thank you so much, Yanis, again.
Thank you. Thank you.